Fear, one of humanity's most primal emotions, and yet a source of immense insight if we only pause to understand it. Why do we allow fear to paralyze us, to dictate the boundaries of our lives? The ancient sages believed that within fear lies a profound opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This insight reminds us that fear thrives in our imagination, magnifying what might go wrong while ignoring our capacity to face it. What if we could rewrite fear's narrative? The Stoics saw fear as a signal, a prompt to refocus on what we can control. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, taught, "It is not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of them." Fear is not the event itself, but the story we attach to it. Consider public speaking. We dread the possibility of embarrassment, yet when we step onto the stage, we often discover strength we didn't know we had. By focusing on our preparation and effort, we transform fear from a barrier into a bridge. Seneca, the Roman statesman, observed, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Picture a shadow cast by a flickering candle. The shadow looks vast and imposing, but when we examine the source, it's something small and manageable. Fear operates in the same way. When we confront it, its enormity diminishes. History gives us remarkable examples of courage in action. Socrates faced his trial and death with unwavering calm, embodying his teaching, "The unexamined life is not worth living." He chose to remain true to his principles rather than escape, showing that fear of death pales in comparison to fear of living without integrity. This same principle applies today. Think about standing up for your values in a challenging situation, how liberating it feels to honor your beliefs despite the fear. Another profound insight comes from Laozi, the ancient Chinese philosopher. "He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still." This speaks to the heart of courage, turning inward to face the fears that hold us back. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or uncertainty, the true battle lies within. When we master our thoughts, fear loses its grip. Let's look at the resilience found in fear, encapsulated by the Persian poet Rumi, who wrote, "Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. And do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you are used to is better than the one to come?" Fear often stems from change, yet change is where growth lives. Every great leap in human history, from explorers venturing into uncharted lands to innovators challenging conventional wisdom, began with someone daring to step into the unknown. Confucius adds another dimension to this perspective. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. When fear tempts us to freeze in place, this wisdom reminds us that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Even a single step forward weakens fear's hold. The Bhagavad Gita offers profound reassurance. The soul is neither born nor does it die. The soul is eternal and unchanging. This ancient truth reminds us that fear often arises from clinging to the transient, whether it's possessions, relationships, or status. When we align with the eternal, our purpose, values, and the greater good, fear begins to fade into the background. Buddha's words further enrich this wisdom. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Fear often draws its strength from what might happen next, but in the now we find clarity and calm. As we close, ask yourself, what fear will you face today? Will you let the wisdom of the ages guide you? Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. If it is endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. Within every fear lies a chance to rise above it, to grow, and to live more fully. Thank you for watching and joining me on this exploration of ancient courage. Share this wisdom with others. And if you want to continue learning timeless lessons, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Be the first to see it first as we delve deeper into the teachings that help us live better and think deeper.